Hi, this is Patrick from JDM Jones. Today we're going to be replacing the cap and rotor along with the spark plug wires on a Honda Street van. We are going to be using an aftermarket rotor or a cap. However, the factory cap is very similar to the aftermarket one. They made a really nice replacement. And that's the part number for the factory cap. These are the original spark plug wires for the Actys, and we're going to use an aftermarket Bosch rotor, and that's the part number for that. The tools we're going to need is a 7mm to remove the screws right here, a 12 to loosen the distributor if we need to, some pliers to possibly take the rotor off, and then some pry bars and flathead. And that's it. First step is we're going to be removing these spark plug wires. For whatever reason, these have electrical tape all over them. That's one of the reasons I'm replacing them. See that broken there? That came out. Next, I'm just going to take the vacuum hose off, and then the coil wire back here. Hope it doesn't snap on me. And it's all for the top. Next, we're going to be removing the 3 screws that hold the cap on the distributor. It's a 7mm. So for the next 2, I'm going to have to go from underneath the vehicle, still with the 7mm. And the last one is up here. Yeah, it's coming off. We gotta use a pry bar. And that's it. So the reason I'm replacing this, on the inside you can see that white sort of deposit, and it's starting to flake off these contact points. You can really see it right there. Can you see right there? See how that flaked off? And then another reason is never use these NGK plug wires because they always break inside of here. You can see that one is broken in there. So this is oil that I got from underneath the distributor. So I know the distributor O-rings are leaking. So I'm going to be pulling the distributor off and replacing those O-rings. And while at the same time I'm going to be pulling off this rotor. You don't have to take the distributor off to do all this, but I'm just going to since the O-rings are leaking. However, I did make a video of how to remove the distributor and replace those O-rings. If you'd like, you can go watch the other video. For now, I'm going to be skipping past the O-rings, and I'll be showing you how to remove this rotor. For the next part, I got a flathead screwdriver. I popped up this little dust cap right here, and where the rotor meets this little gear right here, there's like a small space, and I've stuck the flathead in there and kind of pried up just enough to get it out, just like that. So when you put the new one on, it's just gonna be a press fit. So you just slide it on there and put as much pressure as you can, and it'll be good to go. Next, we're going to be putting the cap back on the distributor. First, we're going to snake it through here. Just butt it up against the distributor like that. Try to hand tighten it. And then once I got one tighten, I'm going to start the bottoms. So next, we're going to be hand tightening these 2 over here. So one right there, and one hidden right behind this exhaust manifold. Alright, once you got them hand tightened, then you can get a ratchet out and start tightening them down. Okay. that's it. Next, we're going to be putting the coil wire into the distributor cap. Okay. And this will vacuum hose that we took off. So there. Alright. For the next bit, we're going to be putting these spark plug wires in. The longest one goes in the front of the engine, while the shorter ones go towards the back. And they should just pop into place. And tuck the wires underneath the accelerator cable. And then underneath all these clusters of wires and hoses. And now we're just going to pop them in here. Okay. And if you can see, they are labeled here 3, 2, and by elimination this one's 1. So we'll just match it up with here. You can see 2, 3, and then so that one's going to be 1, and we'll just match it up just like that. Okay. For the last part, we're just going to put this little holder back in, just to hold the wires, and that's it, and it's done. So you can see with the corrosion that was inside the cap, this should probably be done more than once every 25 years. Most of these trucks probably haven't had this service ever done, so it's always nice to just give it a little fresh tune-up. So if you found this video helpful, like and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you on the next repair. 2,000 miles. Start over. You recording?
One.
So you can see what the... I was good to go.
I know, it's me. I'm sorry. I got the giggles.